How do you even make a child go through all of that through the night, thinking about the punishment that he owes for the next day? And you expect him to come to school happy. This is why children sometimes don't even want to go to school. What's up, beautiful Niger family? What's up, beautiful Niger family? Welcome back to my channel. I'm just sitting out here waiting to pick the kids up, but today has been a blur. I don't even know, but I feel like I've been sitting here all morning, like I don't even know what I've done today. I'm feeling very unproductive today. I couldn't really do any work that I had to do just because I've been upset. Like, I'm just out here to vent. So guys, I just want to vent. So as you all may know or may not know, Kai is diagnosed with ADHD. And so the school is aware. They have the plan. He has a 504 plan in place, and just basically things to accommodate all of the behaviors that may come with that. Kai naturally is a very sweet kid, quiet, doesn't really do much, but then when it comes to like ADHD, he has no control over certain things that are happening with him. You guys saw the video that I posted about him getting on the school bus and all of that for the first time. So when he got to school that day, he was still living from the excitement of riding on the school bus for the first time, because he's been wanting to do that forever. Usually when he gets that excited, he gets overstimulated and he's just like, you know, really, really happy. And so I get a call from his teacher, and this was about an hour after he got to school. And she was like, well, I just wanted to see if you could talk to Kai, because, and mind you, this is not the first time she's calling me over that. Like, she'll call like for these little things that I feel like the school has resources to handle things like that. Like, you don't have to call a parent every time that a child just moves from one desk or something to another, or whatever the case may be. So she calls and she's like, I just wanted to see if you could talk to Kai, because he's being disruptive right now. So he's not crying, he's not upset, like, you know, he's not doing anything like that. He's just not being calm, like his body is not calm, and it's been disrupted to the class. And I think it's from the excitement of being on the bus and things like that. And I'm thinking to myself, if you know that he's overstimulated because he's way too excited from the bus, and it's not something that he just has the control over, or when you just talk to him and say, come on Kai, get your body together, and his body just gets together. No, it doesn't happen like that. That's not how that works. So anyway, I just said, let me talk to him and stuff like that. Like I said, let me see, whatever you think that's gonna do, I'm here for y'all. We just talked, and I told him, like, I know you're trying and stuff like that, but right now they say you're being disrupted. If you need to walk around, like, let the teacher know, so that somebody could, you know, walk you around and do stuff with you outside for a few minutes. Just take a few minutes to, you know, calm your body down. So I end the call, and then I get another call about 3 minutes after that, and another teacher is like, well, I don't know what's happening right now. Like, I think you were supposed to be talking to Kai, and for some reason, Kai's just standing with the phone. And I said, I already did. We already ended the conversation and whatnot. And she's like, oh, because he's just standing. I'm like, well, he probably doesn't even know what to do. Like, why is he being left alone with the phone when everybody else already, you know, went? But that aside. And I just, you know, left it at that. But then that same day, I took the kids to the playground and we were just playing. And then there was this kid from Kai's class that walks up to me, and he's like telling me all of these things about Kai owes recess. And I didn't really think too much of it. Like, he mentioned it that first day, and I saw like Kai was a little defensive, and he was just like, no, I don't owe recess, da 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 da, yada yada yada. And I just kind of let that go. The day after, I saw the same boy on the playground, and he made a mention of it again and said, Kai owed recess today again. And so I said, okay, what is this recess business? Like, what does it mean to owe recess? And he starts to explain to me that when a child misbehaves, or when the teacher thinks that a child misbehaved, or whatever the thing is, or not following direction, as he put it, like, correctly, then the child owes recess, meaning that when other kids are playing outside, the child who owes recess does not get to play. So either the child is standing by the wall, or the child is sitting on the grass or sitting on the bench and watching other kids play. So to me, that is a form of punishment, even though the school is not saying punishment. So he's being punished for not following directions correctly or at the pace that the teacher wanted him to follow the direction. And so Kai owed recess. So they're not letting him go for recess, which is the one thing that every kid, whether neurotypical or neurodivergent kids, they look forward to recess, right? And for Kai, recess is the time where he regulates his body, like he's able to run freely, because it's hard on his body sitting down in one spot. For a child that has ADHD, that's really like tiring, because there's a lot of stuff that they're struggling with already. So that one chance that you get to go let it all out and just, run freely, then you take that away from him. And so I was already mad at that point, thinking like, wow, this is happening for a child that has a condition that he has no control over. You're going to punish him for that. I tried to get a hold of the school, and the first day or whatnot, like, I wanted to speak with the social worker and everything, and she wasn't available. They said she was going to call me back in about an hour or so. She never called. And then that same day, at the end of the school day, I picked Kai up. And the first thing, when I picked Kai up, because I noticed that Kai was already feeling bad about this whole recess thing. I could see like he's already feeling like shame and guilt or whatnot. And so he's trying to explain this and that. And I told him, look, I don't know what's happening in school. And I know that you don't really tell me a lot. But I'm happy that your friend told me that, because I may never have known, and you may have had to go through the whole school year with this repetition of you owing recess and whatnot. I said, talk to me, no matter what it is, whether you think you're at fault, whether you think like you're supposed to be owing recess or however you put it, whether it's a good or a bad day or good or bad thing, let me know and let me decide for myself what the action should be. But don't hold back. Don't be afraid. I'm on your side. Like, remember that I'm on your side. First of all, I do not think that you should owe recess. I do not think that any child should owe recess, that recess should be taken away from any child. That's my number one thing. So don't be afraid. You're not in trouble when they say you owe recess. So after I assured him, I think he was okay. So when I picked him up that day from school, the first thing he told me again, he was like, Mama, I owe recess tomorrow. Meaning today he was going to owe recess. Guys, that just messed with my mind. I got so upset thinking about it, because I'm like, first of all, punishment is not even allowed. Like, this is something that either somebody's breaking the rules here or something, or whatever is going on. I don't know what that is. But second of all, how do you even make a child go through all of that through the night, thinking about the punishment that he owes for the next day? And you expect him to come to school happy. This is why children sometimes don't even want to go to school, because he has to sleep over this, think about it, and already expects that he's going to owe recess no matter what he does. Like, I feel like I've been trying to get a hold of the school today. We're still going through the same thing, and it upsets me because today's Friday. If I can't get a hold of the school today, then I'll have to push this to Monday. And Monday, I'm not planning on calling anymore. I'm going to go sit in front of the school and get ready to get to the bottom of this. I don't know what they expect for a child that they already have a plan for. Children with ADHD, scientifically, are 3 years behind their peers in terms of brain development. So what we're requiring of this child or children with ADHD is for them to work at a higher level than their brain can manage. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. So punishing a child with ADHD, like, what is that going to do? I think that it is ineffective. I think it is counterproductive, because they don't have the luxury of regulating their emotions like a neurotypical child would. So what sense does that make? Like, punishment is never the way. Like, you don't punish a child with ADHD. You don't punish a child with a condition. Like, the way to go, if you're going to discipline them, is to teach them. Teaching is the key word here. Teach them, not punish them for a behavior that they can't control. Teaching helps to positively shape behaviors so that difficult, impairing behaviors are less of an issue. Like, everyone just thinks like the best way to go will be like punishing a child who's already going through it. Like, I just cannot wrap my mind around it, but we will get to the bottom of this. And so, guys, I just came out here to vent. But, guys, like, let me know, like, comments down below if you guys have gone through stuff like this and how you handled it, basically. Because one thing I don't want to do is, like, escalate a situation that we can, you know, handle amicably, like we can resolve. But by Monday, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. But guys, thanks for hearing me vent today. I know this is not typical of my videos, but I just had to let it out. Like, I just needed this space to just, you know, let it out and just be done with it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will give an update on Monday, hopefully, on how that goes. Bye, guys.